What is up, guys? It is that time of the month again, and we have UFC 316, the highly anticipated rematch we were all waiting for. All of us, we were waiting for Merab Dvalishvili versus Sean O'Malley 2. And we're going to do predictions today. Starting off with the main card opener of Vicente Luque versus Kelvin 4570 Holland. I think I'm going to go with Vicente Luque here. Now, listen, Kevin Holland, this is his third fight of the year. We're in June right now. He won back in March at UFC Fight Night London. He lost to Rainer de Ritter in January. So I just think he's bound to lose again. And I think Vicente Luque, I like Vicente Luque. You know, he's getting old now, but he's still like, you know, good. Like, you know, I think Vicente Luque has a good chance of beating Kevin Holland here. And this is, what is that, middleweight or welterweight? This is going to be at middleweight. So, yeah, I think Vicente Luque has a really good chance of winning here. I don't think Kevin Holland's going to win. I'm probably going to go Vicente Luque by decision. It's just going to be one of those fights. It's going to be pretty boring. Kevin Holland's trying to attack a submission or something, but I don't think Kevin Holland can submit Vicente Luque or knock him out. I think this is going to go decision, and I think Luque is most likely going to win this 30-27 on two scorecards, maybe 29-28 on one scorecard. But I just think, you know, Kevin Holland's bound to lose. He's bound to lose, you know. After every win he has a 2-fight losing streak, and it's time to go back on that 2-fight losing streak again. So, yeah, I got Vicente Luque by decision. Two scorecards are going to have a 30-27, one of them's going to have a 29-28. And, yeah, I'm pretty confident in this one. What are the odds here? Did they tell me the odds? Okay, well, Kevin, yeah, this is a good bet. If I would put money on this, I would put money on Vicente Luque by decision. I can't believe Holland is favored here. Makes no sense, but yeah, I'm going Luque. All right. Next up, we have Mario Bautista versus Patchy Mix. Now, this one's interesting. I think the odds have this for Patchy Mix. Oh, there's no odds. But I'm pretty sure when I saw the odds last time, it was Patchy Mix. But, yeah, I think hot take, I want to see Mario Bautista knocked out so badly. We want to see Mario Bautista knocked out. We hate Mario Bautista. And, you know, I don't like him for what he did against Jose Aldo. It was so stupid. But, listen, the last guys to come in from different organizations like Bellator, PFL, like Michael Chandler, you know, the only people that were able to succeed is Yuri Prohaska. That's coming from different organizations. You know what I mean? Patricio Pitbull came in from Bellator. You know, of course, yeah, he's old, right? He is old. But he lost to Yair Rodriguez. Of course, Patchy Mix is younger. He's more skilled. He's better. But I think there's just a fine, big gap between UFC talent and other organization talent. And I don't think Mario Bautista is obviously, you know, a great fighter. Like, he's not top 5 worthy. I hate Mario Bautista. I want to see Patchy Mix knock him out. I'm rooting for Patchy Mix. But I also see Mario Bautista winning this by decision, and I think Bautista is the underdog here. So if I were to put money on it, I would choose Bautista, and I fucking hate Mario Bautista. But like against Patchy Mix, like I just don't think Patchy Mix can, you know. I just don't think he has the talent for the UFC. Now this is an easier fight to come into, obviously. Like, you know, they're not putting him against, you know, Merab right away like they did with Kaya Sakura. They're giving him a good matchup. But then again, like, there's a big gap between talent between the Bellator and the UFC, and the UFC. I'm rooting for these UFC. I'm rooting for Patchy Mix. I hate Merab Bautista, but this is how I think this is gonna go down. Patchy Mix is a grappler. Patchy Mix is gonna try to take down Bautista. And I think he'll maybe get like one, maybe two takedowns. But Merab Bautista is a good grappler. You know, I mean, yeah, he held up Jose Aldo against the cage for like 2 rounds. I mean, for the last round, but like he knows what he's doing. He knows everyone hates him. So I think he's going into this thinking like, everyone hates me, dude. Like, I gotta like really like have a good performance out here. You know what I mean? And Patchy Mix, you know, he took this on short notice. He like took this 3 weeks ago, and Merab Bautista has been in the training camp longer than Patchy Mix has. He's more prepared. He knows how the UFC works. This is Patchy Mix's debut, obviously. So I think all the signs are pointing into a Merab Bautista win. I don't think Patchy Mix is going to get it done. I think it's going to be 30-27 decision for Merab Bautista, maybe 29-28. But I think Bautista wins this pretty comfortably. I think he might lose the first round. You know, I think Patchy Mix is going to take Bautista down in the first round. You know, just go onto a double leg, take him to the ground against the cage. And then Merab Bautista, I think he's just going to get up within, you know, like 20 seconds. I think he's going to scramble up back to his feet. And then Patchy Mix is going to be like, oh shit, he got it pretty easily. And then he's going to start going for more takedowns. And then Merab Bautista is going to be ducking him off. Now listen. I want Patchy Mix to knock Merab Bautista the fuck out. I want to see him out cold. I want to see Ilia Topuria versus Jai Herbert knockout in this fight. I hate Merab Bautista, but unfortunately, I think he's gonna get it done. I don't think Patchy Mix has the punching power to knock Merab Bautista out. I wish he did. I'm rooting for him though. I'm rooting for Patchy Mix, but like my brain just says Merab Bautista is gonna win this, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. Merab Bautista by comfortable good decision. Next up, we have. Dude, look at the difference between these two guys, dude. Joe Pyfer versus Kelvin Gastelum. I'm going with Joe Pyfer on this one. I think Joe Pyfer, you know, he's fighting for something. He's fighting for America. He hates Mexico. I think Joe Pyfer is gonna destroy Kelvin Gastelum by patriotism in this fight. No, but I'm going with Joe Pyfer by decision again. He could knock Kelvin Gastelum out, but okay, let's be honest. Kelvin Gastelum, yeah, he used to be a good fighter, but when he's not gonna perform like he did against Adesanya back in 2019. You know what I mean? Like, Kelvin Gastelum, the last time he fought was like last year, like what was it, like UFC Saudi Arabia or something like that, and he missed weight by like fucking 20 pounds, dude. Look at the size difference between these guys. Joe Pyfer's 4 inches taller. He's much more athletic and skilled. Dude, Kelvin Gastelum's just a blockhead, dude. He's gonna go in there just fucking swinging and whatnot. I think Joe Pyfer could knock him out, if I'm being totally honest. I could see a Joe Pyfer round 1 knockout. A round 1 TKO. I don't know. I'm actually really excited for this fight. You know, Joe Pyfer's hate for Mexico and all that's fucking hilarious, but I see Joe Pyfer going in there. I see Kelvin Gastelum just kind of running at Joe Pyfer. Listen, I think Kelvin Gastelum is not even going to try here. I don't see Kelvin Gastelum trying. Like, when's the last time he actually tried? So I just see Joe Pyfer just like getting this done pretty easily, and he has something to fight for. You know, he's built it up. Kelvin Gastelum could care less about Mexico and all that. Joe Pyfer hates Mexico, and you know he's gonna do it for the United States of America, baby. So yeah, I got Joe Pyfer round 1 TKO. He's gonna clip Kelvin Gastelum, with a straight, I think, or maybe a hook. Drop him against the fence. He's gonna get KG is gonna get stunned. I think Joe Pyfer is easily just gonna obtain mount and then just just swing away. So yeah, I got Joe Pyfer by round 1 TKO. So fucking stupid. Next up, the co-main event. Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison. Now, I was just looking at the odds. Kayla Harrison, I know it says minus 600, but ESPN has it at minus 800 odds. Which is fucking crazy. Now, hear me out. Kayla Harrison has never weighed 135 pounds ever in her life. This is the first time she's going to weigh 135 pounds. I mean, look at this, dude. You can see the fucking triceps, the traps, the abs. Like, on paper, Kayla Harrison fucking demolishes Juliana Pena. On paper. Now listen, though. No, I'm going to go with Kayla Harrison. I'm going with Kayla Harrison pretty easily. This is not going to go to decision. I just think Kayla Harrison is just too big and too strong and her judo is just on another level against Juliana Pena. The only reason why Juliana Pena could win is just off that weight cut. It's just because of the weight cut. Kayla Harrison is gonna be starved come weigh-ins. She's gonna look like there's no water in her body whatsoever. She's gonna look pretty bad. She'll make weight. I think she'll make weight. And then she'll rehydrate. She'll eat. Juliana Pena is going to come in more healthy, yes. But Kayla Harrison is just more skilled and more, strong and athletic. And she is... Juliana... And then, they both can't really strike. I think they're both going to, salt and pepper, boom, boom, boom. Little jab, little straight, you know what I mean? They're just gonna keep exchanging jabs for the first couple rounds, and then I think Kayla Harrison is just gonna get her into the clinch against the cage, and I think Kayla Harrison is gonna just judo trip her, bring her to the ground, attain mount or side control, and then just start throwing away elbows and punches. I think Juliana Pena is gonna get demolished on the ground, and then Kayla Harrison is gonna beat her up, and I think she'll submit her in round 1. I have Kayla Harrison by round 1 submission. Now, hear me out. Kayla Harrison just beat Ketlen Vieira. I think Ketlen Vieira beats Juliana Pena. You know what I mean? I think Juliana Pena... How did Juliana Pena get straight back into a title shot? How is Juliana Pena the champion? Who has she fought besides Raquel Pennington and Amanda Nunes? I don't know. I can't think of anyone that she's any contenders that she's fought. What are her last 3 fights? She beat Pennington. She just went straight back into another title shot after losing to Amanda Nunes. She gets a fluke win over Nunes. Literally fluke win. It was a fluke win. You guys know it's a fluke win. And then Amanda Nunes comes back, and then she comes back stronger than ever. She comes back knowing that, I wasn't trying this first fight. I'm actually going to, put some effort into this. And then she goes in and fucking demolishes Juliana Pena with ease. And then Juliana Pena doesn't fight for 1.5 years, and then goes into a straight title shot against Pennington. And I think Pennington won the fight. I don't think Pena won the fight. I think Pennington beat Juliana Pena, but Juliana Pena is not that good. Molly McCann was her last... Is that Molly McCann? Sarah McCann. My bad. Sarah McCann was her last non-title fight. Who is that? Do you guys know who this is? I mean, honestly. What? Dude, look at her fight history. Shevchenko, okay, there's someone. Jessica I, okay. But, you know what I mean? Juliana Pena does not belong as a champion. Probably the worst champion in the sport right now. I mean, I could care less about women's MMA. But I just think Kayla Harrison is just too big, too strong. And Kayla Harrison's she's gonna bring excitement into the division. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with Kayla Harrison by round 1 submission. Maybe a rear naked choke. She might. I think Kayla Harrison will will judo trip her against the cage, get in the clinch. get her into her full mount, and then Juliana Pena is going to try to scramble. She's going to give her back. Kayla Harrison's going to get her flattened out, maybe get a rear naked choke around her, or she might finish her by TKO. I don't think Juliana Pena is that good. I don't know how she's champion. And Kayla Harrison's just obviously more skilled. I mean, she's just obviously more skilled. I mean, look at her, dude. She's stronger than me, for Christ's sake. She'll fuck up Juliana Pena. So yeah, I'm going with Kayla Harrison, round 1 stoppage. Now, listen to this. If Kayla Harrison doesn't finish Juliana Pena in round 1, I think Juliana Pena could survive and then win by decision, maybe. I mean, come later rounds, if it does go to the later rounds, Kayla Harrison, she's weight drained. She doesn't have the cardio because she's super, super skinny. You know what I mean? Like, she's super weight drained. She won't have the cardio. And Juliana Pena is just more experienced in this field, you know? She's been in a few 5-round fights before. Like, her only good win is a fluke win over Amanda Nunes. And then Amanda Nunes is like, oh shit, I gotta try now. And Amanda Nunes comes back and fucking demolishes her for 5 rounds, pieces her up. So yeah, I'm going with Kayla Harrison. And Kayla Harrison has more motivation than Juliana Pena. People forget, man. People forget, like, Juliana Pena, she's not really fighting for anything. Sure, she has the trash talk. She barely backs it up. Kayla Harrison is just gonna go in and fucking demolish her. That's what I think. And Kayla Harrison beat Caitlin Vieira, and I think Caitlin Vieira would beat Juliana Pena and Raquel Pennington. So, yeah, I'm going with Kayla Harrison by round 1 stoppage. Round 1 submission. Rear naked choke, probably. Now, the main event. Merab Dvalishvili versus Sugar Sean O'Malley. Now, hear me out. I can see Sean O'Malley winning this fight. I can see Sean O'Malley winning this fight by KO. But Merab is on a different planet, man. I don't know if I can go against Merab. I'm gonna go with. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with Merab. I think Merab is just too good. Now, this is a 50-50 fight for me, to be honest. The odds have it Merab, 325. Dude, plus 260 for Sean O'Malley. Now, listen. I just have a feeling that Sean O'Malley will win, but I just can't. I literally just can't pick against Merab. I can't pick against Merab. I think Merab could get knocked out, but he has a good chin. You know, Morales cracked him. That's the only time he's been really cracked. He has good submission escape. I mean, you know, he was getting submitted by guillotine and then turned into a fucking bicycler. You know what I mean? Bicyclist. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Merab by decision. I just think Merab is just like. Dude, this is tough. Now I'm leaning towards Sean O'Malley. Yeah, you know what? I'm going with Sean O'Malley. Oh, dude, I don't know, man. This is so tough. Oh. I'm going with Sean O'Malley. I think I'm going with Sean O'Malley. Now listen. Can Merab win? 100%. Merab can win. I think it's a 50-50 fight. But I just think Sean O'Malley, Sugar Sean O'Malley, is coming in with a different perspective. You know what I mean? He's coming in hungry. He's coming in locked in, dialed in. Dude, he quit smoking. He quit, gambling? He quit drinking. He quit gooning. Bro, I think Sean O'Malley is... Listen, ready? Merab had a 5-round war against Umar back in January. Sean O'Malley hasn't fought since September. And when he fought Merab in September in the Sphere, he didn't feel like himself. I know that for a fact. You guys know that for sure. He didn't feel like himself. He was injured. So he got surgery. He got like whatever surgeries. He's been training. He's had a long layoff. He's coming in fresh, totally fresh. He has no injuries right now. Merab just broke his fucking toe like 2 weeks ago. Merab just fought in January. That's two back-to-back training camps for bantamweight. Merab is going to have to cut weight again right away. Merab fought 5 months ago. And I just think Merab is just taking this fight not as seriously as Sean O'Malley. I think Sean is like, dude, like no trash talking. Sean's locked in, dialed in. He's been training hard. I've been seeing his training footage. He's found good training partners. I just think he's better. He's entering his prime. Sean's what, like 28 years old, 29 years old, 30 years old? I don't know. I think Sean's like 30 years old and Merab's like 32. But I think Sean O'Malley can just go out there, be patient. Sean has good cardio. He's worked on his takedown defense. He's worked on his wrestling a ton for the past how many months. And Sean, by the way, Sean knew he was going into another title rematch. I mean, let's be honest here. Dana White is his manager. Sean O'Malley, after losing to Merab, he knew that after whoever wins between Merab and Umar, Sean O'Malley was going to get the straight title shot. And I know people like to say, he doesn't deserve the title shot. He doesn't deserve the title shot. Who else would have been? Honestly, who else would have been? Petr Yan? Okay, Petr Yan, maybe. But, I mean, dude, he had a 3-fight losing streak, and then he beats Song Yadong and then Figueiredo. Those are good wins, don't get me wrong, but Merab has already fought Petr Yan and destroyed him. 50-45. Merab dominated that fight. No one really wants to see that matchup again. Okay? Corey Sandhagen? Okay, Corey Sandhagen, sure, maybe he deserves it now, but he just beat Figgy back like a month ago. Or like 6 weeks ago. You know what I mean? He can't go back into a title shot. After that, who is it? Umar can't have an immediate title shot, plus he's injured. Figueiredo lost. Like, no one deserves a title shot. And the only other person would have been Petr Yan, but Petr Yan got demolished by Merab. And listen, the fight between Sean and Merab back in the Sphere was closer than people think. Now, hear me out. I know we like to say, we remember it as like, oh, Merab dominated the fight. Yes, he dominated like, maybe 2 rounds. But I had Sean O'Malley winning 2 rounds. And here's the thing about Merab too. Merab doesn't, his last 2 fights against Umar and Sean were both close. You know what I mean? Yes, he beat both of them, 100%. I don't disagree with that. None of them were robberies. But he's not 49-46ing people. He's not 50-45ing these guys. He's 48-47ing these guys. And I think Sean O'Malley has better cardio than Umar. I think Sean O'Malley has better striking than Umar. I think Sean O'Malley has improved his takedown defense, has improved his wrestling. He's dialed in. He's locked in. I just think he just has to find that shot that will knock Merab out. I think he has to find that shot. And listen, I think he will find that shot. He's worked on his striking. He's worked on his wrestling. He has such a longer reach than Merab. And then I think when Merab is going to start going in, he's going to start shooting single legs, double legs, yeah. I think all Sean has to do is just throw those knees up to the body. That's going to gas Merab out. Now, I know that Merab has this incredible gas tank. He's not going to get gassed out. But if Sean gets enough body shots in there, dude, that's going to take a toll on Merab. I think that's going to take a toll on Merab. I can see Sean, putting knees up the middle to the body, straights to the body, some body kicks, And then Merab's like, oh, that hurts. Teeps. Sean is going to teep the shit out of Merab. And when he had a body kick in round 5 in the last fight against Merab got hurt, obviously. He 100% got hurt. So yeah, I think Sean O'Malley's prepared. I think he's more confident. By the way, Merab, have you guys been seeing what Merab's been doing in the how he's been acting leading up to the fight? Literally in the pre-fight press conference like a couple months ago, Merab was like, "Yeah, guys, I have No problem. I think he will. He will defend my takedowns, you guys. I don't think I'm gonna get takedowns on him, you guys. But listen, I don't think I'll win, you guys. You know what I mean? You're like, Merab is not confident. Have you guys been seeing this? Is it just me? Merab has literally been saying, I think, guys, listen, you guys. I think Sean O'Malley, he's good. He's good takedown, you guys. Listen, he will knock me out. You know what I'm talking about? He's not confident going into this fight. Maybe he's trying to play up the fight, you know. Maybe he's like, you know, he wants to sell the fight. But why would he say that? Why would he say that stuff? And I heard MMA Guru saying this, but if this goes to another decision, like they did it in the Sphere, and let's say Sean wins 2 rounds, Merab clearly wins 2 rounds. If there's one round that we think Merab won, that Merab probably won, don't be surprised if a 48-47 Sean O'Malley win. You know what I mean? Dana White wants Sean O'Malley to win. The UFC wants Sean O'Malley to win. That's why he's getting an immediate title shot. That's why they're having this lineup right after all of his surgeries. Now he's healthy. Everything's going good for him. Everything's perfect. He's sober. He quit a lot of stuff. I think he's an underdog. He always performs good as an underdog. I can see Sean O'Malley winning this by decision or winning this by KO. You know what I mean? And plus, Merab is like, oh, I'll fight Sean. You know, this is what I think. Like, when Sean fought Merab in the Sphere, he just came off that easy win against Chito Vera back in March. And then he's like, oh yeah, I guess I'll have another title defense against Merab, another easy win, you know? Not taking it seriously. When Merab was like, this is my chance, I have to win, you guys. You know what I mean? Merab came in there 100% prepared, 100% ready, 100% dialed in. I gotta beat Sean O'Malley. And he did that. He beat Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley was not himself that night. I think we all know that. But now the sides have flipped. You know what I mean? Merab just got off a win over Umar. He's like, oh yeah, I'm the GOAT now. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I'll beat Sean again. You know, I'll headline a pay-per-view against Sean O'Malley again. You know, oh, just another title defense. This is gonna be as easy as the last time. He's gonna come in there confident, with his chin in the air, prepared. He already beat Sean O'Malley, so he's gonna be like, he already beat Sean O'Malley, so he's gonna be like, I already beat him. I'll beat him again. You know what I mean? This is how it's going to go. Round 1, I think Merab's easily going to win. I think Merab's going to shoot takedown after takedown after takedown. Maybe get 1 takedown in the first round, maybe 2. But I think in the second round, Sean is going to just like get dialed in. You know, throw some knees to the body, throw some teeps. Maybe he'll throw like a spinning wheel kick, miss it. But I think Sean O'Malley's going to throw a 1-2, boom. Straight hits him on the chin. Merab gets cracked. He falls to the ground. Sean O'Malley stands up. He's like, no, stand up. Merab stands up, and then he just fucking puts his lights out, I think. Maybe not lights out, but Merab's not going to be there. Like a Max Holloway, Ilya Taporia knockout. You know what I mean? That type of knockout. I have Sean O'Malley by KO, or TKO round 2. I think Sean O'Malley used to be overrated. Now he's underrated. You know what I mean? After he beat Petr Yan, Sean O'Malley, he didn't beat Petr Yan. I agree, he didn't beat Petr Yan. But people are saying, he's overrated. When he went against Aljo for the title, I think when he went against Aljo for the title, I think people were like, Sean's overrated. Fluke win. Aljo won the first round. He just got caught, you know. Sure. But he pieced up Chito Vera. I know that was an undeserved title shot, but he pieced him up hard. He had good moments in the Merab fight. You know what I mean? He had good moments in the Merab fight. If Merab starts kissing him and walking away again, dude, Sean, I think he's going to win. So, yeah, I have Sean O'Malley by round 2 KO. And listen, I think Tim Welch has walked in too. Now I know that doesn't really mean stuff with the coach and everything, but I think Tim Welch is 100% locked in. I think I think him and Sean have been preparing for months for this fight. They know they're going against Merab. They know what he's like in the cage. They know how he fights now. So yeah, I think Sean's gonna find that shot and then knock him out. Now Merab could win. You know what I mean? Merab definitely could win, but I just think Sean is like motivated more than ever right now. I think there's no trash talk. He's super focused. He quit everything. He quit gooning for Christ's sakes. You know what I mean? And there's not going to be a moment where, Sugar, we're almost done. We're almost done, Sugar. Sean, just like 5 more minutes, man. You know, there's not going to be none of that. He's like, Tim Welch is now going to be like, all right, Sean, hey, throw the 1-2 to the body. You know what I mean? Sean, hey, here, drink some THC, dude. You know, you know what I mean? Here, drink some of this THC, man. Hey, listen, 5 more minutes. Hey, don't worry about Schmitty, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I have Sean O'Malley. This is actually not that bad of a card. Listen, for the prelims, I'll just go through these really quick. Joshua Van by decision. Azamat Rakhmonov by decision. Sergis Bivak by TKO round 2. Andreas Gustafsson by round 1 KO. Huang Kong by decision. I don't know who either of these guys are. Listen, dude, Quillen Selkid, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce his name. By decision. Don't know these guys. All right, so yeah, and listen, guys. Sean's an underdog. You know what I mean? He's an underdog. I think he will win. I think it's better for the division if Merab wins. But listen, if Merab wins, we get Corey Sandhagen title fight. Corey Sandhagen's going to lose. If Sean O'Malley wins, we have the potential of getting a Sean O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen title fight. Sean O'Malley versus Petr Yan title fight. 2 exciting title fights. And they might run back the trilogy, and that might be the most competitive Merab versus Sean fight. If they run back the trilogy, I might pick Merab. But, you know what I mean? So, yeah. That's it for me. I'm going to go 5 for 5. Don't be surprised if I go 5 for 5, you guys. All right? Yeah. Sean O'Malley, Kayla Harrison, Joe Pyfer, Mary Bautista, and Vicente Luque. Let me know what you guys think, and goodbye.